This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to Camp Randall Stadium, home field of the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last season's national champions, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Back to pass. It's Brown. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Past the 40. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Badgers pick up enough for a first down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught behind the line. It's Paul. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They call the draw play here. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Looks right for a quick completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He escapes the pocket, trying to get the throw off. And it just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The 8th play of this opening drive, it's third and short. Did he get there on the ground? Heading for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works
perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Recovered by the kicking team now. They'll steal a possession here.
You can imagine what's going through this poor returner's head. This has got to be painful. 1 minute he has the ball, chance to make a play. The next minute it's on the ground and the opponent has it.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Ball carrier tackled there. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Dropping back, it's Brown. Pressure is coming. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Tremendous toughness here. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
A completion makes it second and short. Quick throw to the left side. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel.
Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Badgers.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Short game, what's going to be the final play of the first period. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game?
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Inside deals now from the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Finds room at the 30. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Badgers will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. There's contact on the throw. Touchdown, Wisconsin, as they put 6 more on the board. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Grab behind the line, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He'll be stopped short of the first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The shotgun handoff here. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
And first down right back to the running game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against this secondary.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Rodgers. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Touchdown, Badgers! 6 points for the special teams. But Kirk, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you just saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And we're going to throw now on first down. It looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Remember, his first punt today brought back for a touchdown. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Back in motion now. Back to throw. It's Brown. Screen to the receiver in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the second interception for this defense today.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Touchdown, Badgers. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The pocket breaking down. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick this away to start the second half. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A lot of work to do in the second half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got to
end zone ahead. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He's got the first down and still motoring. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He finds some space. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already added.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Hey, Chris, the threat of these receivers to the outside really did a nice job of opening up the interior, and the quarterback.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Some hard running there through a tackle. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. Grab down the middle. It's Rodgers. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to throw again. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of work.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
Trying to create here on the move. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Badgers. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for some space. It's Rodgers.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And the same runner's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the receiver's got it. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Could take it all the way. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense team. Make something happen. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff a little too hot to handle those. End zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Finds an open target on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. Makes the grab on the move. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up first and goal.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Looking to throw. It's Brown. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.